Hi. Hi, my name is Cheyenne Jacobs and I'm originally from New Jersey. So just to give you a little bit background on me, I'm 22 years old. I have a bachelor's in sports management and communications. I have worked on projects such as the This Gen Youth Summit, which took place in Washington, D.C., which was sponsored by the NFL. I have been a part of speaking at New York University, William Patterson University, the National Sexual Assault Conference, as well as many other conferences regarding youth engagement as well as mental health and just leading and impacting our community. So what mental health means to me, I feel like on just the generic level, mental health is having some form of a trouble or issue with your mental and emotional state. And for me though, I feel like it's something that needs to be taken way more seriously. Like, to be completely honest, I feel like people get so much of a backlash when they express that they have some form of a mental problem, or it's like, something I see a lot and I'm starting to realize a lot, especially with my own self growth, especially for black women. We love to say that we're stressed. I always heard as a kid, women mature so much quicker than boys, and really, I feel like, and I know now that's not true. It's just that women are not allowed to have these issues because we already have to work 10 times harder. Now, add in the fact that you're a black woman, you have to work 20 times harder. You can't be tired, you can't be stressed, you can't be anything. You have to always be fine. And I really hate sometimes the way we treat mental health. Like, we either treat it in two ways. We either treat it in the way of get up, you're fine, oh, you're sad, you'll get over that, whatever. Or we treat it in the way where it's like, you know what, like, I can't even deal with you right now. And I feel like, the same way you could break your leg, you could fracture your leg, you could tear a tendon, it's the same thing with the mind. Like, we have more compassion for someone that's physically hurt, which of course needs some, tending to, but at the same time, mental health is just as equally, or for me personally, even more important, because a lot of people don't even realize if your mind is not in order, or if you feel emotional and mental tension, that could even break down your physical body. I've seen it happen so many times, and even for myself, my experiences with mental health, how I've experienced is being someone who is high functioning, meaning that, I might have anxiety, or I might feel depressed one day, but I could still go to work, I could still talk to friends, I can still do whatever I have to do. So I always get the, oh, you're fine, we're just gonna brush it off. How I haven't experienced mental health, and where it's almost a double-edged sword, because I'm not someone who, it's like, when they're depressed or they're anxious, they can't do anything, they're just shaking, they're just crying, and it literally immobilizes them. I have not experienced that way, and I wish we had more education on both sides, because a lot of times people think, you're someone like myself that could just go out and still do all this stuff. It's like, oh, well, you really don't have issues. You really don't. And then if you're this person over here who it's like they are shaking and sometimes they might need a moment, it's like, well, you can't do anything. And that's not it at all. Someone can have depression, anxiety, a bipolar disorder, and have a full-time job, have a family, have friends, go out socially. It's just they need to work through it. I also feel like when it comes to mental health, one thing I hate so much is I feel like instead of working through it and figuring out why people have these issues and how can we help them and their subconscious and their problems, we just throw medication at them. Oh, well, take this, take that, do this. And it's like, that's not the answer. You should not be diluting people's personalities, or pushing back their sadness into their subconscious, when really what we should be doing is promoting a safe platform in our society to be like, no, talk about your problems. One of the best things I love, especially being a black woman in America, is seeing people who are black on a higher level speak out about emotional, mental trauma, and how they're seeking help for it. And for me, I feel like that's so powerful. So just in closing, that is my name is Cheyenne. This is what I have to say about mental health. I feel like there's so much more we need to do. As a black woman in America, I feel like to this day, and I'm a poet, and we still diagnose mental health, depression, and anxiety by your skin complexion. I have been told so often, black people, we're not allowed to have these problems because of the problems we already have in society with trying to make it. And that needs to change. And that's what I have to say about mental health. And I'd probably say a lot more, but I only have 5 minutes. So please feel free. I hope you contact me. And thank you. I hope you contact me. Have a blessed night and a blessed day. Thank you so much for this opportunity.